Hi everybody, Mary here from A Recreated Life. Sorry, I'm just going to adjust my camera. Mary here from A Recreated Life, and today, you guys, we are on day 17 of our Flylady cleaning and organizing. We're getting out of chaos in 31 days. Just 15 minutes at a time, right guys? So today is Thursday, it's errand day, and it's day 17. Our mission for today is, remember we're in the kitchen, so our mission for today is to declutter our plastic wraps and foil drawer cabinets or shelves, you know, where we keep our baggies and tin foil and all that stuff. We all have a spot that we keep these items, and there is always one empty box in there and some lone baggies that are trying to escape. Toss the empty box, the rolls of plastic wraps that are too stuck together to work with, and those strays that you are not sure if you should use them or not. This is quick and easy, have fun. Well, I found in mine two boxes, not just one, two boxes of wax paper. I never, ever, ever use wax paper. So I tossed those, and I've had them for years. I finally just said enough, I'm gonna toss them. I never ever use wax paper, so those are gone. In that cabinet, you saw in the video before that, in that cabinet, I also keep my pasta and my beans. What a mess that was. Boy, I gotta start using some of that stuff up. I've got beans in there from my garden from last year. So I really, really need to do more bean cooking. So anyway, that's what I discovered today when I did my cabinet cleaning. Okay, so that was our mission. September's, let's see, bear with me, Mike. I'm just going to my different emails. September's habit number 11 is keeping on track. Okay, so somebody writes into the Flylady and they say, the before bed routine has saved me many times. I get up at 4 a.m. and leave for work at 5:30, and I'm not too wide awake at that hour. So every evening she does, this is her routine. All my clothes are on a hanger inside my closet door, my shoes under them. That's number one. Number two, my bag with everything else I need is on the chair just outside the kitchen with my car keys in it, so I can't forget the bag. Number three, breakfast items and dishes and teapots set up on the butcher block table in the kitchen, along with number four, her travel cup. Great idea. This was the first routine I got down and makes every day go smoothly. Thank you for keeping track. Isn't that awesome, you guys? Now here's a testimonial she had written. Someone wrote into her. They say, "Dear Flylady, hello from the north. I joined Flylady. Okay, at first I have to admit, I thought you were crazy. 5 or 6 emails a day. I thought I would never read them. So I took baby steps and read 1 email a day and deleted the rest. I did not shine my sink every day, nor did I clean any hot spots. Today, the lessons finally hit home. The dishes were done, the laundry running, I put away all the clean laundry, I changed the sheets on the bed, vacuumed 2 bedrooms, and made the beds. I felt great," she says. My house was not perfect, but I could see the light at the end of the tunnel." Oh, you guys, that's such a good feeling of accomplishment. Then my lovely daughter decided to poop in the bathtub. That started a whole other cleaning binge. I scoured the tub and all the tub toys, then moved on to the sink and finished with the toilet. My bathroom was now set for swishing and swiping daily. So she did like a major clean, and then, okay, so it's ready to swish and swipe every day. I am so excited to finally be on track. All right, you guys, so that's a good one. We can learn from that, right? All right, so this lady writes in and talks about her calendar. Let's see. "I just want to tell you about something I witnessed this morning. Got my calendar a couple weeks ago and hung it in a prominent place after filling in as much as we could, including school events, marching band dates, and our daughter's horse riding lessons. My daughter is age 15, occasionally works for a neighbor in their concession stand at auctions when they need extra help. This morning there was a message asking if she can work next Saturday. I mentioned that she would have to reschedule her riding lesson, but that her instructor knows she sometimes gets called to work. So after calling her boss and confirming, her daughter went to the calendar, cell phone in one hand, purple pen in the other, and called her riding instructor, and this is how the conversation went. Hi Ken, this is Sarah. I need to reschedule my lesson. I've got a chance to work on the 20th. No, she says, no, I have marching band practice the 27th, but we have an early out from school on the 24th. We get out at 12:30. Okay, how about a Sunday? Yes, the 28th. She marked out horse on the 20th and wrote in auction, then wrote horse 9:30 a.m. on the 28th. The lady says, I just stood there in amazement wondering who this self-possessed, organized teenager in front of me was. Since finding the flylady.net, told you guys, you got to go to her site, it's fantastic. Since finding the flylady.net, I've been able to start making real changes in our home thanks to you, and I have introduced it to my daughter as well. Even though her room is still a chaos, we're working on it, and after this morning, it looks like some of it is starting to pay off. You guys see that? If you do a little at a time, you don't have to do it all at once, just do a little at a time. So the Fly Lady writes back and says, this testimonial is what it's all about. Our children are watching. That is so big. They so are. You know that saying, don't do as I say, do as I, no, don't do as I do as I say. That's wrong. Kids do not do that. That is totally wrong. You need to do what you do and have your kids follow in your example. So the Fly Lady said, our children are watching and we have an opportunity to give them their wings so that they can fly on their own. She did not hide her calendar from her family. She displayed it proudly in a prominent place for her family to see and use. See, the kids are going to check it if it's out there. She also did not allow her perfectionism to stand in the way of her daughter writing on the calendar. I'm so proud of them both. Yeah, me too. That's really a big deal. A lot of people, me included, years ago, I would have done this. I would have said, oh no, don't make a mess of the board and made it all neat and tidy. No, your daughter is doing something positive. Let her continue to do it and let her make a mess. I've always done that. Prepare bedtime thing. I think I told you guys on prior videos, I've always done that. You know, prepare for the next day, like get my bag out and ready and breakfast dishes all on the table. And my oldest son does that. He paid attention and he does it. And I think I told you guys in yesterday's video, I went shopping. Well, after I went shopping, I visited my my oldest son. He lives about an hour and a half away from me, and I was in that area. So I visited him and I told him I was doing this series, and he mentioned that, yeah, when my house, when the house is a mess, it makes anxiety. So, and this is a man who's even saying that. I mean, we all feel it, you guys. Okay, so this one here is really interesting. She talks about help me grow my business. So this is what the lady says. Somebody writes into the Flylady and she goes, just today I have stumbled onto the office control journal. So that control journal that we're doing for our home, she also has one for the office. I haven't even tackled that one yet. I gotta finish my home one first, but wow, that would be really good because I do have an office, a home office. I am delighted, she says. I noticed that the journal was pretty generic for adaptability, but have you made any changes that you could share with us? I am a new administrator and knew there had to be a system, that would help my work run as smoothly as my home. I'm sorry, you guys, I keep stumbling. She has a lot of typos in her emails, I gotta tell you. Okay, so the Flylady had written this essay a while ago, and she goes, here's my essay that I wrote on this subject. Have you ever stopped and just looked at the condition of your desk? No wonder we can't find anything. There's so much clutter piled on it that we can't even find a place to put a single piece of paper. I am beginning to think that we don't really need a desk in our homes anyway. All we do is pile it up high. It becomes a tool that we can't use. So see that, guys? Think of it. Our desk is a tool that we can use. If it's piled, we can't. Okay, I lost my place. Let's see. Tool that we can't use, so we end up at the dining room table doing the work we have to do. Then we all know what happens to our dining room table. It becomes another overflowing hot spot, all because we don't pick up after ourselves and put things away. I have to tell you that I'm doing my control journal on my dining room table, and from one day to the next, I just leave it there. I don't pick it up every time I do, so I guess that's kind of not Flylady-ish, but I just didn't see any sense in packing it all up. I have my tripod all set up, and it's kind of hard to get where it is, so I just kind of leave it that way. Anyway, just this week, I had 3 entrepreneurs ask me how to grow their business. This is the Flylady talking. I asked them to tell me about their desk. They did not want to. This is when I started to describe their cluttered desk to them in great detail. They could not believe that I knew the shape of their desk. I told them if they want to grow their business that they would have to clear off their desk and keep it clear. Doesn't this sound familiar? This is what we do with our shiny sinks. Their messy desks were just a representation of what was going on in their brains. They had everything piled on top of it, and they could not find anything. Yet all that stuff was tugging at their brains, keeping them from focusing on what they needed to do. Talk about chaos, huh, guys? With each entrepreneur, I told them to clear off their desk, even if they had to pile all that clutter on the floor. All I wanted them to see on the top of their desk was wood. Then I wanted them to get a timer and set it on their clean desk and a spiral notebook for taking notes when they had an inspiration. This will keep us from getting sidetracked. Our homes are our business. When we start thinking about them as an investment in our future, we will take better care of them. If you have a desk and can't use it, I want you to think why you have it. It is just another closet piled to the ceiling, pretending to store things so you can find them, or is it just a black hole that pieces of paper fall onto and are lost forever? Either way, it is a loss of a tool that is supposed to help us and keep us organized. I have watched my son and the Flylady crew for several years now. Every evening before they leave work, they clear off their desk and put away everything. Imagine that, starting with a clean slate in the morning. They have a routine for their mornings and one for their afternoons. Then, best of all, their going home routine. Each day of the week has its focus too. I have virtually the same thing going on at my house, but I don't have an office or a desk. I have my favorite chair and a footstool. Oh, and I can't forget my ever-growing hotspots that are my end tables. I have to police them daily. Now see, she's Flylady and she still has to, after all these years, she has to police certain areas because they tend to add clutter bills on them. She says, I keep my office control journal on the arm of a chair and my notebook on the other arm. I put together an office control journal for you too, and it is on our website. You guys got to check it out. Now would be a great time to try out our new Google search tool. Put in Office Control Journal and see if you can find it. We all have busy lives, she says. We just need to capitalize on small increments of time to get things done. When you hear yourself say, I don't have time, I want you to stop right there and do 2 minutes. We do have time if we would not allow ourselves to become overwhelmed. A desk is a tool, but if you abuse the tool, it can't help you do what you need to do. Boy, that sentence right there is just huge. Part of getting rid of the stress in our lives is being able to find things when we need them. There's nothing worse than searching for a pair of scissors and they are not where they are supposed to be. This is one of the reasons we designed, she talks about an office in a bag. It's a zippered bag that you can fill with the necessary items for paying bills, making out grocery lists and menus, and for doing your correspondence. All you have to do is put your desk tools into the bag along with a 3-ring binder. You can have an office at your fingertips. That's a really good idea, kind of like a trapper keeper. Remember those back in the day, guys? This tool will help you to utilize those moments we spend waiting and waiting and waiting. It's so true. How many times waiting on hold? You're going to wait on hold. You could be doing something. Put your phone on speakerphone and go about your business. While you're on hold, get something done. While you're on, in line waiting at the bank or something like that, or, whatever. Find your minutes everywhere. This tool will help you to utilize those moments we spend waiting and waiting. It only takes a minute to write a check and get it ready for the mail. This also gives you a place to keep your bills. This way, you will always be able to find them. They will not be hiding in that hot spot on your desk. Isn't that great, you guys? I'm beginning to think that we don't need desks, or at least ones with a flat surface, maybe an architect. Okay. All right, so that was a good one, guys, huh? Okay, this one's about making lists. We all love our lists. I am a big-time list maker all the time. I always have lists going. We make them every day and look at them. Lists can be helpful or they can make us feel bad. Yeah, and that's true. It's very true. I tend to make mine too long. Like I'll have too many to-dos in one day, and there's no way that, no person in their right mind could ever get it done. And I'll chastise myself for not getting stuff done. So I'm too hard on myself. But anyway, lists can be helpful or they can make you feel bad. It is up to us to use the list to empower ourselves. We have David Letterman's top 10 list, tips on every magazine cover, and let's not forget about the 10 commandments. She's made a list of 11 commandments, 11 Flylady commandments, and she goes over them. This little list gives you the tools to find peace in your world. Just reading the list is not going to give you the answers to all your questions, but it is a great start. I know why we love lists so much. It is because they seem so easy and we have time to read just a list. So here goes. I'm going to take you to the 11 commandments. Okay, so number 1, keep your sink clean and shiny. This puts a smile on your face and helps you to stay on top of your kitchen. Number 2, do your before bedtime routine every night, every single night. Don't skip. I got to tell you, with my shopping yesterday, I was so exhausted last night, I did not have a chance to do my nighttime routine. You wouldn't believe what a befuddled mess I was this morning when I got up. Nothing was done. I didn't have my calendar done. I was just lost, and it was not a good feeling. So anyway, do your before bed routine every night. Doing a before bedtime routine helps you to start each morning on a good note, not a running through the house screaming fit. Everyone deserves to wake up without stress. Number 3, do your morning routine every day, right when you get up. Don't put it off. I want you to dress to lace up shoes so that you look good, and this will help you feel well too. I gotta tell you, the shoe thing is really I'm having a really hard time with the shoe thing. I don't think it's gonna work, and I'm trying so hard to stick to her stuff, but it's just not working for me. Yesterday, all that running around that I did, I had those lace-up shoes on. It was hot. We had an unusually hot fall day, and it was just too hot. I almost had a headache last night. I was so tired, and that just drains me. I can't stand being hot, and wearing shoes makes me hot. So, I don't know, guys. I'm still working on it. Okay. Number 4, don't allow yourself to be sidetracked by the computer. Oh, that's a biggie for me. We have a tendency to stick our heads in the sand. Let computer time be a way to pamper and reward yourself. That's a super idea. Do something that you need to do on your list and then give yourself maybe 10 minutes on the computer. that might be the answer. That's still something I have to incorporate. Pick up after yourself. That's number 5. Pick up after yourself. If you get it out, put it away when finished. So simple, but you wouldn't believe the people that don't do that. Excuse me, guys. This is one thing that we don't even notice until it goes undone. When picking up after yourself all the time becomes a habit, you no longer have major hotspots to make you feel bad. Boy, that's a great idea, huh? Number 6, don't try to do 2 projects at once. Multitasking. Everybody says, oh, you got to multitask. I don't think it's very productive. There are books written out there on how not to multitask. One job at a time, she says. Don't pull out more than you can put back in 1 hour. That's a really super good idea. Multitasking, I find, comes in handy like when you're cooking a meal and everything has to be on the table all hot at the same time. Then you have to multitask. But to do work, actual work, like even the work that I do with my channel, multitasking just kind of doesn't work. You're really going to do things in a methodical, do one at a time in a methodical manner. Getting overwhelmed by projects is not good for your stress levels. Focus on one thing and you will find peace. I think she's right on that. Number 7, do something for yourself every day, maybe even every morning and night. You're worth it. Number 8, work as fast as you can to get a job done. This will give you more time to play later. Free time is me time, she says. Excuse me. Don't let a job hang over your head. Get it done and forget about it. Number 9, smile even when you don't feel like it. It is contagious. A smile on your face can change your whole attitude. Do it even if you don't feel like smiling. The smile tells your head that you are happy. You can do this. There are a lot of studies out there, and I do customer service work, and I have pretty much my whole life. And customer service, even if you're doing a call center or you're at home, you work from an at-home office and you do customer service work, they tell you to smile. And I've done it for so long that it's automatic. I'm on the phone, there's nobody around, and I am talking to somebody and I'm smiling. And you know what? You can hear that in people's voices. I swear you can. I swear. People tell me all the time, you sound like you're smiling, So it really works, you guys. Put a smile on your face. It is contagious. Number 10. And the other way around, if you have a frown on your face, that's contagious too. Watch people run in the other direction when you have one. Number 10, make your mind up to be happy, and you will be, guys. This is a good one. We can talk ourselves into anything. Why not be happy? Get out of your old poor me attitude and count your blessings. So true. I read something about that. Where when you start getting that woe is me kind of attitude, start listing off all the things in your life that are a blessing. Start listing off all the things that you're blessed to have. Start being grateful. Oprah has done a gratitude journal for years, That really works. It takes you out of that, oh, woe is me attitude. Number 11, pamper yourself. You deserve it. She already said that once. Yes, you do, she says. You do so much for everyone else. Take a few minutes to do something nice for you, just for you. When you develop the habit, you will be flying high, she says. I want pampering yourself to become just as automatic as putting on your shoes and shining your sink. Great little tip she's giving. If you don't take care of you, then who will? I want pampering to become a way of life every single day. I think you just need it. You deserve it. We all deserve it, you guys. How many times do we hear her say that, right? We really deserve it. Let's see. There's one more. Positive changes she's talking about. I think this video is going to be too long, so I'm going to skip that one. But anyway, you guys, I hope everything's going well for you guys on our day 17 of this 31-day challenge. I am finding it challenging, but you know what? My house is looking so great, and I'm feeling really good about myself. Like I said, not doing my nighttime routine last night really kicked my butt this morning. I'm also in my videos noticing my little kitty in the background. I just love it when she's in the videos. That's her spot, She likes to lay right there. Anyway, a little sidetrack there, but I hope you guys are really enjoying it and really getting a lot accomplished. This is so important for us to do this before our holidays roll around. We're doing it in October, and that is going to be a perfect time to get our houses and our lives in order, and that way we can have peace at holiday time, you guys. All right, thanks for joining me again today, guys. Thank you to all you viewers, subscribed or not subscribed. I just love you guys, and I can't thank you enough for joining me. This is a great little journey we're all on, and I can't thank you enough. Comment below and let me know what you guys are doing, what you're feeling, how it's all going for you guys. I really love you guys. I hope you have a great night, and I'll see you tomorrow.